Just a moment. What's up, Derek in the house. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Good morning. Good morning, Saints fans. Good morning. It's me by myself right now because EJ, my co-host, is actually on his way to the game. He's at the game right now. He's going to be doing some. We will be getting a lot of information live from the Superdome. Okay, live from the Superdome. We got a lot of people that are going to be showing up just a little bit late. Of course, I gave everybody the information. Let me run these damn dogs out of here. Boy, they just get on my nerves. Give me 1 second. Welcome, Saints fans. What another episode of the Baddest Sports Show podcast. What's going on? And as you can see, I was running a little bit solo, but Nas is in the chat already. He's already here. You can unmute your mic, Nas. You can press your unmute. There you go. So hopefully you got some good. You're not going to be talking crazy today. Your internet is working. But anyway. Let's see. I don't know if we're gonna be able to talk at the same time. So just mute your mic when it's time for me to give you a talk, and then I'm gonna go right back to you.
All right.
All right, Saints fans. This is our another episode. We are already in with the we're already in with. Give me 1 second. We're already in with the Seattle Seahawks we already have moved on. A lot of Saints fans are very aware of what have a lot of them been very much given up. We have had a lot of Saints fans that pretty much writing off the season. My brother Derek Turner. We got Gaming Adams in the house. Shout out to you from the Bad Sports Show podcast. We also have a lot of my brother Derek making fun, saying he want Sean Payton back, but we do know that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I don't care how much y'all miss Sean Payton. Sean Payton ain't coming back to the Saints. That's just a dream that ain't gonna happen. Okay. The New Orleans Saints are playing a Seattle Seahawks team that is surprisingly 2-2. I mean, this football team surprisingly is 2-2. Okay? And they go the host right there. There you go. He's right down there, live at the Superdome.
What's up with y'all, man? I'm out here at the season Superdome. You heard me?
Yeah, you're right. He's live. He's live right there. He's down there with his girlfriend, his fiance. Fiance's down there. So what do you expect today? What do you expect with these Seahawks today?
Hey, man, look, you can never go ahead and underestimate a football team, man. I know the Seahawks don't have their franchise quarterback, and Russell Wilson they moved on, but it's any given Sunday in the NFL. So we can't take these boys lightly. They're going to come play their hardest. These are one of these games that you got to bring it. You can't ever overlook a team, and that's why I say this DK versus Lattimore matchup going to be a big one.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be big, and the fact that the Saints are 1-3, we cannot afford to go 1-4. Well, I'm sorry. I mean,
we need this game.
We need this game. This is the biggest game of the year for the Saints, and you're playing a 2-2 football team who is surprisingly a 2-2 football team because nobody expected them to even win a game right this early in the season. The Seattle Seahawks lost multiple veterans on the defensive side of the ball, on the offensive side of the ball. So this is going to be our test for the year. We have to see if Dennis Allen is the guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm making excuses.
This going to tell you all about.
It's going to tell you all about it.
This game. This game is going to tell you if the Saints are going to be okay and they'll be fine, or if they lose this game, there's going to be a lot of questions about the Saints moving forward. And also, we don't know if we'll have a good season after this one. So this is a much-needed win. And look, the whole city out here lit for it, and they're hoping for a big win like I am. And I want to say as well, look out for Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara is trying to bring a big game this week. Like, Alvin Kamara heard about the fumble. Alvin Kamara heard about his ribs. This week he went through a lot of, people talking about him that he ain't the same right now, that he need to sit out. Look for him today to have a big game. That's my guy to watch today.
Well, one of the things that is big, and that's one of the things I want to see, because many Saints fans who did not know the Latavius Murray situation was so critical about the organization letting Latavius get away. And one of the things is a lot of people don't understand. Nick Underhill has reported that Latavius turned down the Saints. The Saints gave Latavius Murray an offer, and he turned down to be the man in Denver because the Denver Broncos lost their starting running back. So he thought that this would be an opportunity rather than be with the Saints with a stacked union. He kind of figured he was not going to beat out no Alvin Kamara. This is his opportunity. So Saints fans really got upset with the organization, really got upset with the Saints, was really just saying that the Saints dropped the ball. I seen it in the group, Nas. I seen it in the group. Now, what you think about that, Nas? Who that Henry in the house? What do you think about that, Nas?
Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her move was her business move. I said you had to cut somebody. If you wanted to keep the tickets, Murray, you had to let either Ingram or Tony Jones Jr. go. You can't let him go either. We keep Tony Jones Jr. He waved. He'll be back on.
Yeah. Mute your mic. One of the things that we got to understand is that this is a big football game. EJ. And I'm going to show you how big it is. EJ's pinpointed this game. EJ pinpointed this game that he wanted to go to because he felt like this is a big game for New Orleans Saints. And it's a winnable football game. But if we keep playing like we played the last couple of weeks, we're not winning this football game. And I think Dennis Allen, you're going to start hearing the fire Dennis Allen.
You're going to start hearing a lot of Dennis Allen getting out of here. You know, you're going to start hearing a lot of, you know, what needs to change. Pete Carmichael, like that. You're going to start hearing a lot of names get called out. But like I said, this is a must-need win. This is put up or shut up in the season. You're backed against the wall. You're 1-3, and look, like it's time to go ahead and get a dub when you're supposed to get a dub. Like I know the Seahawks, you can't take a team lightly, but this is a game you're supposed to win. You're at home. It's not like you're at Seattle. You know, go ahead, get behind your fans, play some damn football. Andy Dalton. Red Rifle, go ahead and throw that doggone football. Do what you got to do, you know, and run that offense, man. Doggone, score some points. Defense, handle y'all business, man.
It's been very embarrassing. Mute your mic, EJ, because you when you get feedback. It's been very embarrassing. Okay, the defense has been holding us together, but it's been very, very struggling. I know you guys have seen. I think a person who really want to come back this week and actually turn this thing around is Marshawn Lattimore, and I really believe it's Marshawn Lattimore. Lattimore is the guy who just got toasted against Jefferson, and now he's about to run into Metcalf. This is a redeemed type of football game. This is the game that's going to say it all when it come down to the New Orleans Saints. It's going to tell it off. It's going to tell a lot with Marshawn and his ability to overcome adversity. Marshawn Lattimore, you don't poke a bear. You don't poke a bear. And Marshawn Lattimore had the worst football game of his career. This is a must-win situation. I don't want to hear nothing about. I don't want to hear no excuses from the Saints fan in the post game. This is pretty much you don't start off winning football or 1-4 with this kind of football team. This football team is too talented to start off 1-4. No excuses. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing about Jameis. I don't want to hear nothing about his injuries. I don't want to hear nothing about everybody, Alvin Kamara's injuries. This football roster, if you don't beat Seattle Seahawks, you're not going to the playoffs. You're not going to the playoffs. And I'm sorry to be so critical, but you're not going to the playoffs. We're going to get prepared for the draft, and we're not going to get no draft pick this year unless Sean Payton trade happens. And if we look, Lord, please don't lose to Geno Smith. Please. Go ahead, EJ. Go ahead, EJ. Mute your mic. Unmute your mic. You can unmute your mic, son.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how in this zone, man. My sports prediction today.
Put your head up. We can't see you. We can't see you. We see the sky.
Look,
you're not talking into the
prediction today. Is I'm looking for a 28-14 win for the Saints. And like I said, it all comes down to this, man. You're backed against the wall this season, and you haven't started the way you wanted to, but you're at home. You know, put on a show for your fans, man. Doggone, put on a product that you came, that your fans were excited to see this season. Lattimore, lock it down, man. Doggone, I know you messed up on that play against Justin Jefferson, but it's you against DK this week. Handle your business, man. Alvin Kamara, come hard, man. This is your game to shine. We need you back badly. Andy Dalton, throw that football, make your checkdowns. I saw a lot of good things out of Andy Dalton last week. He's at home now. I expect him to play even better than what he did last week. So I'm expecting a really good game, guys. I love y'all. Who that, baby?
Who that? Who that? And look, do something. Give us a report in the dome. In the dome. When you're in the dome, give us a report, okay? When you're in the dome, okay?
Yeah.
Mute your mic. Now, one of the things, there's another guy, Nas, that I'm very, very, that I'm looking to come up big in this game. It's Jarvis Landry. We signed Jarvis Landry, Nas. We signed Jarvis Landry, and we expect Jarvis Landry to bring that Michael Thomas effect. This is the game where I want to see Jarvis Landry, and I'm not just talking about Chris Olave. I'm just not talking about Chris Olave, because we're not going to win this football game going one-dimensional. We're going to need Andy Dalton to spread the football around, get it to multiple players, get it to your tight end, get it. I want to see Jarvis Landry. This is what I want to see, okay? And running that football with Alvin Kamara, I want to see the Saints open up. I know that it's I'm telling you, Nas, I know that we're talking about Andy Dalton. I know it's Andy. And a lot of people just, when they hit Andy Dalton, like, oh, he's old. Andy Dalton, we need you to step up. We want to win this football game. I don't care. We have to. You can't fumble the damn ball. You can't throw no interceptions. We need you to go turnover free. Turnover free. In order for us to win this football game, we need a big game from Andy Dalton and the running game. We don't expect Andy to win it with his arm no more. We expect to be a balanced football team. We have to be a balanced football team. Now, somebody said that Jarvis is out today. That's Henry. Henry, that's a great take. Thank you for giving me that information. I did not know that Jarvis Landry was out. So that means Marcus Callaway is going to have to step up. Okay, go ahead, Anas. Go ahead. I'm gonna mute my mic.
That means you got Callaway, Quan, and you got Deontay, and you got who else? With Juice out, Callaway, Traquan, and you got expect some double teams the whole game on all three. Expect some double teams. I'm saying you got plus you got the other weapon, Mara. You got a Mark Ingram. You got a Jones Jr. You got a Washington. All that backfield. You got a Taysom Hill, Jawan Johnson. You got Troutman. You got Nick Vanette, and you got a Crin who should get some snaps this game. With on behalf of in there. Get the playbook should be expanded for every to get a certain amount of snap. Also, I'll say I'm breaking loose with my playbook. Like how
that is a great take. Mute your mic for a second. That's a great take. I think Traquan Smith, that's another guy who can come up big. Traquan Smith has been coming up big. Much as we criticize Traquan Smith had a 100-yard game. He had some big catches last week. Traquan Smith is a guy that has been overlooked because of his injuries. Of course, he has a history of injuries. So I look for Traquan Smith to pick up some of the pieces. I look at Marcus Callaway. Marcus Callaway is a guy that I want to see. Marquez Callaway is a guy I want to see step up, and Harris. We haven't seen Harris. And this is another guy. This is another guy that needs to show up. Okay? You say you're having problems. You say, hey, man, I'm having problems getting in from my computer. Okay, do you have your phone? You can get in through your phone. If you're having trouble with your computer, you can also use your phone. Just go to StreamYard on your phone, and you'll be able to come on in. Okay? And I will drop the link in the chat. Just give me 1 second. I also put the link in the chat for those who want to come on. Bro, just give me 1 second, y'all. Naj, you can keep talking. Go ahead.
It's a one factor that we're gonna have to see. It's two factors. Two of those guys. Taysom Hill and Deontay. Taysom Hill and Deontay Hardy. With Taysom, we all what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You just do what we did with him 20 year. Pass game. You know what I'm saying? Keep defenses get to hit that snake with him and Andy Dalton. Yeah, three. And you think about it, Taysom's threat to unexpectedly pass and actually knowingly to run the ball. Andy Dalton's way of system fit, throwing the ball in the right places. Guess what? We're gonna play consistent ball, not just balance. We're going full speed, running ready to go. Same with the defense. I want to see the defense step up. I want to rush. I want to see Cam Jordan, Shaheem, David Onyemata, Street. I want to see all them cats out there. Albans, Davenport. See everybody in the pass rush getting that gene.
Okay, I'm back. Could you mute your mic? One of the things that I'm very concerned with, I need to see more from Cam Jordan. This is Geno Smith, for God's sakes. This is Geno freaking Smith. And if Geno Smith, I swear, man, I swear, if Geno Smith beats us in the dome, we have to be able to get dome field advantage again. I have not seen the Saints with dome field advantage, and God knows when. We have been terrible in the Superdome. I mean, I'm thinking they may need to tear the dome down. We have been terrible. There's no dome field advantage anymore. So fans, if you're going to the game, please help this football team out, because there's no energy in the dome. Our fans feel defeated. The Saints are looking defeated. And this starts with the head coach. One of the things that y'all criticize Dennis Allen is the laid-back attitude. The laid-back attitude. The laid-back attitude. Okay? Yeah, Geno, I don't know if Geno put up 48 points last week. You know, the team put up 48 points, but I don't think Geno put up 48 points last week. Okay? I ain't going that far. Please don't make no alibi for Geno Smith. Please don't tell me that Geno Smith, we're supposed to be a top-rated defense. We're supposed to be a top-rated defense. A top-rated defense. Ain't no way in the world a Geno Smith is supposed to put up points on the Saints. There's no way in the world. Oh my God, I got Henry up here. Wow. This is amazing. I never thought I'd see Henry come up on the panel. Henry, unmute your mic, my brother. Yeah, if you can see the mic, there you go. How you doing, Henry?
Good morning, fellas. Who that?
It's my pleasure to see Mr. Winters right here.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna sneak up on you one of these times. How you doing, my brother?
So what are you thinking about what we're talking about with this Geno Smith and the Seattle and this must win situation with the Saints? What you think about this?
I think that we absolutely have to come out and have an attitude, a swag about ourselves. Come out and dominate the game on both ends of all three phases of the game, really. And I think we need to establish that early in this game. and let Geno Smith know that we are not going to allow him to come in here and dominate.
Yeah, we lost to Baker Mayfield. We lost to Baker Mayfield, but Baker Mayfield didn't beat the Saints. We lost to Baker Mayfield, but Baker Mayfield did not beat the Saints. Now I know it's on his win and losses on the counter, but Baker Mayfield was trash.
Yes.
He
Saints played a decent enough game to beat us, but we beat ourselves.
You take the Alvin Kamara. Yeah, you take the fumble away. They don't score that touchdown. The field goals, we win the football game.
And I've told you in our private conversations that I just don't see us having that attitude. You know, we don't play like we're the ones setting the tone. And I think if we play that way, then that'll translate into us winning the game. I see it in our body language out there. We're not who we normally are when we play. I just don't see that attitude about us. I think if we get that back, then we can start winning games.
You're right. The swag is gone. I don't see, and people are gonna say it's CD Deuce. I think even if CD Deuce was on this football team, would still be in the situation because the offense
I don't think
of the
it's
ball
one player.
is just not.
I think it's
they're not clicking.
It's a collective mindset.
It's a collective mindset, and I see Preston was talking about a classic matchup of Geno Smith and the Red Rocket. I think the Red Rocket that's disrespect to the Red Rocket because Geno Smith ain't never had half the career the Red Rocket has had. And a lot of people need to go back and do the homework and look at the Red Rocket and his stats and look at his winning situation. With the Bengals, I mean, before the last couple of seasons they had, the Red Rocket was in the playoffs every year. Every year of his career, except for the last 3 years or 4 years, he was not there. Under Marvin Lewis, the Red Rocket was always in the playoffs. So I understand.
Yeah, he was a playoff caliber quarterback.
Yeah, I understand people, make fun of the Red Rocket because he's a journeyman. The last 2 years, he went to the Chicago Bears and he went to the people talk about him playing with what the other team he was with
Dallas
Cowboys.
I
mean, he was 5-4 with the Dallas Cowboys, and with the Bears he was like 4-4 or something like that. I mean, he didn't have a losing record for God's sake. I mean, he kept the team afloat, and that's all you ask for your backup quarterback is to keep us afloat. We ain't asking him to be John Elway. We're not asking him to be Dan Marino. We just ask him to help us win, manage the football game.
Manage the football game. I think if we limit our turnovers, if we stop turning the ball over, we'll win games.
That's all I want to do is win. I want to win, Nas. I want to win. What you got to say about this, Nas?
Yes, that's it.
Andy Dalton is like everybody seems to forget about. It's a comparison between Geno Smith and Andy Dalton. I'll tell y'all this story. I've watched Geno ever since he was in his Jets days with Todd Bowles. I've watched him. The man always had the talent. He had the arm strength. He had the mindset of a skilled quarterback. He was in a system. He didn't fit that type of system that was running. You want to know what they was running back then? Then it was running balanced vertical offense where you running balanced mid to deep passing game. That's not his strong suit. Geno has always a mid-deep field to short field, a West Coast offense type quarterback. Similar to Andy Dalton. Very similar. Just different resumes.
Well. Mute your mic. Well, Andy, Geno has always had the arm strength coming out of West Virginia. He was always a vertical passer, but Geno up here was a lot of questions. Some of the same questions we have with Jameis Winston and some of the questions we had with Geno Smith. Geno Smith was an interception waiting to happen. Okay, so so that was just Geno. Geno is an interception waiting to happen. I mean, if you know his career, I understand he has rejuvenated his career, but we got to make Geno Smith again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Henry, we got to make Geno Smith again. And it all starts with the pass rush, where the Saints have to apply pressure on the quarterback. There's no way in the world that we're going to win this football game with any quarterback that we play if you don't apply pressure on the quarterback. Go ahead, Henry.
Well, that's what I was saying. I really want to see Cam Jordan have a breakout game this game. I'm hoping he can get at least 2 or 3 sacks. If we can get to him, then we can win this game. All you got to do is rattle Geno Smith. That's it. If we can do that,
you got to rattle him.
If we can do that, we'll win the game.
You'll win the game, and don't get me wrong. Metcalf is dangerous.
Yes,
this is a guy that if you ain't going, at all times we got to have Lattimore in a safety, which is Tyrann Matthews. Lattimore cannot do this by himself. Okay?
No, he can't. And I know everybody's saying that for last game.
No, not with this guy. He's much bigger. He's much more physical, and we need our safeties to be out there to put that wood on this guy, because having it out there along with him.
The game. If you let him get confident, he can burn us. So you got to get on him early in the game. You got to let him know, look, this ain't happening today.
We got to make Seattle one-dimensional. We have to make them, force them to pass. We have to stop them from running the ball. If you stop them from running the ball, apply pressure on the quarterback, get multiple sacks, the Saints going to dominate this football game.
And please,
there's no doubt about it.
Please, I hope they do. Please do not miss tackles today. It is very important.
No tackles and the field goal. The special teams got to step their game up. I know Will Lutz played a hell of a game with that big 60, and it was hard for him to hit another 60. I mean, goddamn. I mean,
right behind. Yeah,
I was right behind each other. I mean, we're not going to put nothing on Will Lutz, but I expect Will Lutz to be Will Lutz. I expect them to have the same confidence. Will Lutz, come on, Saint fan, is the least problem on this football
yes,
team.
He is. And I don't even blame Marshall Lattimore for last game, because Marshall Lattimore did his thing the whole game. One play, we lost the game, but we need everybody else to step up. You know, we can't just be him the whole game.
Jefferson caught him over the top, got him over the top. There was no safety help.
Right.
There was no safety help. You cannot expect. I don't give a damn if you have reasons.
Do you think, and I know on this game, but do you think that was play calling, or do you think that was a player's decision?
Oh, you talking about?
You think somebody was out of position on that play, or you think that was?
I think it was busted. I think Dennis Allen. It was a busted play. There was supposed to have a safety over the top. One of these things is the Saints that's been hurting the Saints, and one of the things that's underrated is having PJ at the PJ starting for us. PJ is not a starter for us. Okay, PJ is a good safety, but to have him as a starter,
I wanted to make a quick comment. I was listening to Alvin Kamara a few minutes ago, and he made a comment which kind of was very surprising. He said, "This has been happening in practice." He said, "We have been doing this in practice, but we can't let this spill over into the game.
Whoa.
Like, we have to clean up our mistakes." He said, "This has been happening too much in practice." He said that on TV.
If you practice in
that
this
was
way,
shocking.
if that makes a lot of sense, Henry, is the fact that the way you practice will spill over into the football game. The way you practice, if you throwing interceptions in practice, you playing uncomfortable, you fumbling the ball in practice, and this is a team issue. This is not one individual who's been fumbling. I mean, you seen it from Mark Ingram, we've seen it from Mark Ingram
himself.
We see multiple Mark. We seen it from Kamara. We seen it from Washington. They all been fumbling, except for Latavius Murray. And the thing is, Saints fans are very much well. Saints fans are very much well. What they're doing, Saints fans. I cannot believe somebody. Look who's calling me, Henry.
Oh, wow.
Why I'm on live? Anyway,
good. But anyway, I just would like to see us get at least maybe hopefully a 3-touchdown lead on them by the third quarter. I don't want us to have a close game. I know it's probably going to be a close game, but I don't want us to have a close game. I want us to have kind of a blowout game, a good victory for Saints fans, for the players, the team. a confidence booster. I need them to have a dominant game.
Right.
So we can go on this little home stretch and maybe pull out, 4 or 5 game win streak here. Get some confidence going.
We got an injury update by Henry Winters. He says that, which is Henry is right here on the panel with us. He says Michael Thomas, Peyton Turner, Calvin Throttmeyer, PJ Williams. We were just speaking of PJ, and Jameis Winston are all out. Okay, we're just speaking of PJ.
Yeah, he's out. He's out for the game.
So that means that we're getting back starters because that's telling me that old boy is back. What his name? Number 6 guy we got from the Jets.
Marcus May.
Yeah, Marcus May. So that means he's back in the lineup. That means that's pretty good for the Saints. You got your 2 starters back. You got Matthews and Marcus May back in the starting lineup. That's pretty much what you're sharing to me is everybody's pretty healthy. Yeah, so that's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Except for these guys that you're talking about. And I thought you said Jarvis Landry was out.
He is out. Yeah, he's out.
So you didn't add Jarvis to this injury.
Well, because we already said he was out.
Okay, you brought it up. Okay, so we don't have Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry is not playing.
I would like to see Traquan Smith.
We talked about this. We talked about Traquan. We talked about the fact that Traquan has the this is a Traquan Smith who's been a cast out, and another guy that we haven't heard in the passing game that needs to be in the passing game is Harris. Well, it's Hardy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. We should not look. I love the fact that our rookie is playing well. I love the fact that Chris Olave is living up to the hype. But this is shameful that a rookie is leading our team right now. That's the reality of the Saints. A rookie is leading our team.
Yeah,
a rookie.
Well, this happened.
He's number
the Saints
8
got a history of rookies leading the team.
Receiving yards.
My brother, the Saints have a history of rookies leading the team. Marcus Colston.
That's true.
Michael Thomas, or Brandon Cooks. Rookies have always led this team.
I know, but you know what I mean? I'm talking about in the stress. He's the only bright spot that we have right now.
Right. But I think what the Saints need to do, one of the things that we need to do is get back to the guys that was doing pretty good. Hardy, you're formerly known as Harris, is a threat. And if you give him a bubble screen, he's a threat. Yes. So if you got Hardy and you have Olave out there, that's serious speed on the outside. Okay,
that's a great point you make about the bubble screens. I would love to see the more.
He has Darren Sproles capabilities. So
that used to be a big part of our game. We used to run screens all the time, and we're not doing that often. And I think
then you got to blame Carmichael. This goes back to coaching. This goes back to Pete Carmichael. Carmichael, you are look there. I'm not making no more excuses for you, dude. This is the 5th game of the year. Well, 4th game of the year. Is it 5th or 4th? We're going
and we have talent to do that. There's no excuse why you're not running it. While we're constantly doing the same plays, teams know what we're doing before we do it.
I seen the last game, Henry. He looked like he opened it up a little bit. You saw,
he did.
You saw the screams. Something that he was not doing with Jameis Winston at all. It was horrible because you see these blitzes coming. They were assassinating Jameis, and they were doing nothing to stop the blitz.
Meanwhile, the fans were blaming Jameis.
They blaming Jameis.
Hold on, guys. Look at the play here. What would you do in that situation? There's nothing you could do. No,
but one of the things I blamed Jameis was he didn't throw the ball away. And so, you live to see another day.
Yeah, absolutely.
You live to see it. And the Jameis that we had last year, Jameis was very focused. He was not that Jameis that no risk it, no biscuit, trying to get the deep ball. If you see Jameis now, he's been force feeding the downfield, trying to get the ball downfield. But he was the Jameis of last year. He was checking the ball down. He was doing the little thing. He didn't get a lot of stats, but he did enough to win the game.
He managed the game. He
managed the football game, and that's all we talking about with Andy.
Andy Dalton, please. Yeah.
And this is the thing we want to see Andy do, because he was doing that last week. He was managing the football game. He was not, he was taking what the defense was giving him. And that's something that's very effective with the Saints team, is the fact that you are able to do the little dink and dunks down the field. You don't have to stress down the field, throwing bombs. The Saints are not built that way. We have never been a vertical team. That's not our offense. The Saints offense, they are a dink and dunk type of football team. They still made and built for a Drew Brees type of quarterback. It's built, their system is built for Drew Brees. Okay? So they did you still got Pete Carmichael, who is still calling Drew Brees type of plays. Everybody can't run Drew Brees type of plays. If you're gonna build something, if you're gonna build it for Jameis, you got to build it around his strength.
Around Jameis Winston, yeah.
You got to build it around his strength.
Let me ask you both a question.
Go ahead.
Now, what do you guys think? What do you expect, rather, from the Seattle Seahawks today?
Run the football, play defense, try to not put Geno Smith in a situation where he's going to turn the football over. I expect they're going to run it all down out through until we can show that we can stop the run. They're going to try to keep. They're going to ball control, and he's a manager. He's a game manager. They're not expecting Geno. They're doing what Geno did with the Saints with Jameis last year. They're not force-feeding Geno to do stupid plays. Geno is Jameis Winston right now of last year. And he's playing well, and they're 2-2.
Do you think that the Seattle Seahawks are coming in overconfident? Or do you think they're coming in seriously?
Oh, hell no. They ain't got no damn. Then 2-2 is no.
Goes up.
Yeah, I think every froze up. I'll sit here and wait for him. What you think, Naj? What do you think about the Seattle Seahawks? What do you think they're gonna do?
This game we run the ball, play defense.
Do you think they're coming in overconfident, or do you think they're coming in thinking that that we're a better team? How do you think they're approaching outside of the game?
Seattle's trying the size of the fence. They trying to get in our head game. They coming in knowing we a better team than them. At the same time, over a bit coming in confident because like that's not Seattle. That I said the way he's looking right, commend him. But if you put against a real defense, a real defense like us. LA, Buffalo Bill, rushing with Belichick, and if you give up rush with say San Francisco and all them, if you put him against top 10 of anybody, top 10 pass, they'll grind him to pieces.
Yeah, I think we just need to continue to make sure we come out playing our style of football. We need to forget about the past several games, and we need to come out with a fresh start and just look to put some wins together. I think that's where the Saints need to be focusing on. I think we need to focus on putting wins together. Making sure we build our camaraderie with our team, getting guys healthy, getting back to being on that field, and just being confident in ourselves, and let the work speak for itself. That's what I think we need to do.
Mm-hmm. Another piece shocking me. They're not implementing Hill enough. They did 2019 year.
Now, I can agree with that, Nas. I can actually agree with that. I truly believe they need to use Hill more. I know it's a little predictable when you're, running the RPO they like to do with him. But if it works, it's getting 8 yards a carry. I think it is. If it's working, that's first downs right there. And you can move the ball, move the chain, have a continuity of possession. That's important in a football game. And if you just use him in different packages, you can confuse the defense a little bit, throw him off, and continue to move the ball down the field because he is a playmaker. That's a fact.
Because they,
while he may not be the starting quarterback, he can definitely be utilized a little bit more. Like Everett talked about the screen plays, using different packages to get people in position to make plays. That's what we need to be doing. I'm not sure what happened to Everett. He froze up. May have an internet issue. So what do you think the score is going to be, Nas?
About 28-17. 28-17.
I'm going to go. I think the Saints might open this one up a little bit. I'm going to say 42-21. Yeah, I really do. I think it's going to be one of them games where they're going to come out wanting to score, Nas. I really do. I think they got it in them. Like, we got to come out and just show out for our fans.
Our basic running gun, our old formula we used to run when we had our actual strength. Running gun offense, up tempo offense, regular and running gun defense, it's like already shut down defense. Pass to the quarterback, linebackers and coverages and blitzes, sitting they blitzes in DBs. That I'm not aggressiveness calling. That's on play calling.
And that's what I'm seeing. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm not seeing that them getting up on it and being excited about being out there. I don't see that in them, even on offense. They're sluggish. They come out lethargic. They come out like they're, playing slow, or they've been partying too much the night before. I don't know what's going on, but that attitude isn't there on offense. Even Kamau is not himself. And I want to see him come out and be like, yeah, man, look, we got to get to it. We got to win. We got to win this game. I want him to come out. Look, we're scoring on the first drive. You notice that hasn't been happening for us. Where we come out the first drive of the game and score a touchdown. We've gotten so used to that, we don't see that now. We come out 3 and out, and then we score in the fourth quarter. What is going on with our team? That's what I mean. We need to have that again.
Yeah, they run a tactic of trying to play boxing match type football where they making their team weak. And
I have to do this from my phone. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we hear every. We just kept the show going.
I had to do this from my phone because the doggone my wife accidentally hit the internet.
No, it's okay.
She was cleaning up, knocked the internet on.
We kept it going for you while you were out. I knew you were coming back in.
So y'all give me 1 second because we're still trying to.
Take your time, my brother.
Give me 1 second. I'm still trying to get connected. Y'all keep talking.
Yeah, like defense, offense, both sides look completely lethargic. I'm talking about lethargic play after the whole 9 yards. I'm like, I've never seen. I'm like, this is excusably painful. We should be a top 5 offense and top 5 defense at the same better record right now. Playing strict and undisciplined, inexcusable football. It's no game. Coaching and
well, like I was saying, Chris Olave is number 8 in the NFL in receiving yards. He's top 10. Amazingly, he's top 10 right now. And that's a major accomplishment for a rookie. Especially with us having a 1-3 record. But I think that's something to build on, Nas. I don't see that as a negative thing. I think we can build on that and continue to make our team great. Still early in the season, we have time to make some noise. It's not over, man. It's not over, Saints fans. We can still build this and get a championship team if we do it right from here. But we can't afford to keep losing games.
Bob determines everything for every single team. For us, if we don't win this, this is a game where Pete Carmichael's gonna rest whether he should get whether he's gonna be fired alongside with Dennis Allen.
Yeah, I think he needs to be on the hot seat. I really do. I think Pete Carmichael needs to be on the hot seat a little bit. I think we need to put some fire under him a little bit. That's true. That's true. Peterman said 24-13. I like that score. That's a solid defensive game by the Saints with that score. I would love that. 3 touchdowns, a field goal, and holding them to a touchdown and 2 field goals. That's a good defensive game by the Saints. But yeah, I really do. I think Pete Carmichael needs to be held accountable more here with the play calling, because when I'm looking at the offense, it's stagnant. It's not moving fluidly like it has in the past. And like Everett said, that points to play calling and coaching. And I think we need to get a little bit more creative with our play calling. I think we need to maximize and utilize the talent that we have on the football team and play players according to their abilities. Stop trying to make, a player be what he's not. Somebody cannot be Drew Brees. Drew Brees is Drew Brees. You can't make the plays, for Jameis Winston like you would Drew Brees. You have to tailor it to his talents.
You got to play to his
strengths. You can maximize that ability. You can use that gunslinger ability he has. But he's also, he can be smart if you teach him. If you give him plays to check down, if you give him screen plays, let him use that. Run the ball up the middle a little bit more.
Nice, mute your mic, brother. Whenever somebody's talking, because you got what you have is it's like he repeating himself. We always got to make sure that we mute these mics, okay? Go ahead, Henry. I'm sorry. Shout out.
No, that's
Courtney.
Okay, brother.
Look, every time Courtney comes in, I want to give a shout out to Courtney Lacey. You see this hat on my head? The brother makes.
Who that, Courtney?
Yeah, Courtney makes a lot of products and everything. He calls me the ultimate.
I didn't know that. I'll support the brother.
And if you want one of these hats, and anybody want to get a hat, you get with Courtney. And we're gonna give y'all the information. Y'all follow me on Facebook, and we'll give you the information on how to get these Saints hats. Okay.
All right, Courtney. Yeah,
he's also the guy. He's also was the one when the Rams had cheated the Saints, and he made the scams sweater that y'all used to see me have.
Yeah, he made that.
He also made that. So very talented brother. He works with a group of guys who do this kind of do their own clothing and everything. So if you guys want to know how,
all right, that's all good.
Yes. So we always want to we got to support our own. Okay, support our.
Yeah,
own.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
that's right, Jason. Players got to play better. Yes, sir, they do.
Yeah, everything starts with the players. Everything starts because let me tell you something. Coaches can only do so much. As a coach, absolutely. Coaches can only do so much. We can sit here all day long and preach about about the coaches in a play call. If you don't execute the plays, it works hand in hand. So Pete Carmichael has to call better plays, and our players got to execute. We can't fumble the ball. It's unacceptable that the Saints have been fumbling almost every game. We've been fumbling the ball, except for Latavius Murray. And once again, for Saints fans believing that the Saints did not want to sign Latavius Murray, that is a bald-faced lie. The Saints offered a contract to Latavius Murray before the Broncos even came to him. The Saints offered Latavius. It was reported from Nick Underhill, okay, that the Saints tried to sign Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray seeked the opportunity to become a starter. He seeked the opportunity to become a starter, Saints fans. So we get emotional talking about, we're a bad organization and we did some stupid things. You guys got to do more research. Yes. Just instead of putting your organization under the bus. You understand what I'm saying, Henry?
Need to be more diligent in verifying the fact before we react.
And it's reckless to me. It's reckless as Saints fans.
And it's also irresponsible too.
It is.
Yes.
And to paint the Saints as a bad organization. We just getting rid of players due to the fact that you have fanhood. That's like the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. They didn't want to get rid of Chauncey.
No,
They couldn't sign him.
but you know what happened?
They just signed McCoy.
You know what happened when he went over to the other team. You know what happened, right?
Right. Well, yeah. See, now people ain't gonna talk about that. They ain't gonna talk about what happened to Chauncey.
No, nobody's talking about that.
Chauncey went
and
over,
not only that, yes,
and he became the.
not only that,
They made him the starter, and now he's no longer the starter. They put him right back.
right? Where is he? Where is he now? Where is he now? What
Back to
position
nickel.
is he playing now?
Nickel.
Exactly. That's my point.
So you Saints fans wanted to pay him the highest paid safety in the NFL. They wanted to give this man that money.
You can't do it.
You don't think Nicky Loomis? You don't think Dennis Allen? You don't think they know their team?
You can't do it. And not only that, Everett, Latavius Murray did not start the last game for the Denver Broncos. He didn't start. He didn't.
Well, he didn't know the plays yet, and he didn't.
Yeah, but if he was so great, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying he was a bad player, but he didn't start the game, is my point.
He didn't start, he didn't play at all.
Exactly.
He didn't play at all.
At all.
I don't understand Saints fans. Many Saints fans wanted to get rid of Latavius when the time they did get rid of him. But then when they get him back, then he's the greatest. Then when they lose him again, then it's the Saints problem. Okay.
Look, I love our fan base. I love our Saints fans. I love the passion. I love the fact that we want to win. I understand that. I'm 100% down for that. But we got to be logical about things. We got to think before we speak. We got to really take our time and evaluate what's going on before we emotionally react to something.
Well,
it is an emotional
Russell
game.
Wilson looked like Jameis Winston. I think a lot of quarterbacks.
He looks worse than Jameis Winston right now.
Worse than Jameis Winston.
Worse.
And I think what's going on is a lot of bad football is being played. The beginning of not having preseason. This is just an NFL thing.
It is.
This is an NFL thing. If anybody not watching sports, if you watch the game of the Denver Broncos and you watch that game, the Indianapolis Colts, you would know that a lot of that is the product of not having preseason. Okay, you have like 3 preseason games, and most of the starters don't play at all until they play a series.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what you're getting. This is the product that you're getting. And fans are what they are. Fans, you think you know, but you don't know.
But you don't know. Mm-hmm.
And they expect the play to be better. I think the Saints are going to end up being better as the season progresses. They're going to get better at the end. This reminds me in 2017. The Saints had talent. The Saints started off the season. They started off 0-2. They went. They became 1-3. Then they went on.
I remember.
I remember that. An 8-game winning streak, and they went on to go 11-5. Most Saints fans were writing them off in the beginning, talking. They were writing the Saints off, and this is what we do.
You remember in the group what they were doing? I mean, but let's not go there. But you remember.
I'm not willing to, and I'm gonna sit here and set the record straight about Russell Wilson. And one thing you know about me, Henry, you've been knowing me for years, okay? You and I, years. And one thing you know about me, and Naj, you know about me, I keep it real. I tell the truth. I don't lie. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I was one of the ones who did not want Jameis, and I was one of the ones at first wanted Russell Wilson.
And that's fine, brother. I think anybody would have wanted Russell Wilson before Jameis.
At the time, I was one of the ones
anybody would have.
Russell Wilson fits the same system because he's a Drew Brees type of guy. Okay,
he would have fit the system. He would have.
I think he fits better in New Orleans than he would have fit better in the Broncos. You got to understand this is the type of offenses that are that West Coast style. He is not that Wilson would have been a better fit in New Orleans. He just would have been. Okay,
I agree with that.
He's not playing well, so I'm going to give a lot of criticism to Russell Wilson. Is the same as I do Jameis Winston. I have the heat. If players not playing well, they're not doing well, there's no excuses. There's no excuses. Okay? So the same heat I give for Jameis is the same heat I'm giving for Russell Wilson and other quarterbacks who are starting off terrible. Okay? So I take accountability. I root for Jameis. He's the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. Why would I not support the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints? Anybody that roots against Jameis is not a Saints fan, okay? If he's the starter.
Yes.
If you're rooting against Andy Dalton, you're not a Saints fan.
Man, I'm rooting for Andy today.
We want to win.
Rocket, go Saints.
I don't get if Taysom is the quarterback. If you're rooting against Taysom, you're not a Saints fan. Because that means if he's the quarterback and he helps us win or lose, that's what kind of fan are you?
So what do you guys predict? How do you predict Andy will do today? I'm gonna say 315 yards,
Woo!
3 touchdowns. Yeah, 3 touchdowns, maybe 1 interception, maybe.
I got something similar to that. I got Andy Dalton in the dome because it's in the dome. It's gonna be I think the Saints are dying to win. But I got Andy Dalton throwing for 285 yards. And he's gonna throw 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Ooh,
I think Alvin Kamara, Alvin is gonna have a big game today. He's gonna have his first.
I do too.
First 100 yards. He's hungry. I think he's gonna have his first 100 yards of the season. I think he's gonna score 2 touchdowns in this game. Okay.
Same here.
And I also looking at others getting involved in the game. I think Chris Olave is gonna have a solid game. But I also don't be surprised, y'all. I also see Mark Callaway picking up some big numbers today. You know what I'm saying? So yes, he's a sleeper guy.
Yeah, he is.
I think Callaway is going to have a big game against the Seattle Seahawks, and don't sleep on Tre'Quan Smith.
I'm really hoping Tre'Quan comes.
Yeah,
I want him to break out so bad.
I want him to break out. Him and Hardy. Hardy has to get the ball. Eliminate the penalties. One of the things Jason is talking about right now, if you eliminate the penalties, you win the football game. And this is a good game. He said, I got the Saints 17-6. That is solid. That means the defense is playing good. That is an awesome score. This is more realistic than a lot of people. I got the Saints winning 24-13. I got the Saints winning 24.
That's exactly what Peter Man said. That's the score he had.
I got 24-13 Saints. I think this is going to be a defensive game. The Saints once the Saints finally get ahead. We have to get ahead in the first quarter.
That's what I said.
We have to get ahead. Not 7 points. We have to have double digits.
At least 3 touchdowns.
Yes. We have to jump on the Seattle Seahawks and do not keep them in the game.
Yes.
Go ahead, Henry.
No, I was saying the same thing. We got to come out and score. I said it was 42-21. What did I say now? It's 42-21. What's my score? 42-14, something like that. I see the same score.
2-1.
Yeah. What you got, Nas?
28-7.
28-7? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Jason got another realistic score. 20-10. I like that score.
Ooh.
I like that score.
But
I'm going to remember that, Jason.
That's a close game, though.
That is a close game, and that's telling me in the fourth quarter the Saints are going to lock the gates.
Yeah.
It's telling me that the Saints are going to lock the gates in the fourth quarter. That's why I said 13 points. I don't see if Geno. Now let me tell you something. If Geno don't, if we don't make Geno Smith, we losing this football game.
Well, we got to get after that boy. I mean, we got to sack him.
Don't make Geno Smith.
Hit him.
We're not winning this football game.
We got to rally Geno Smith, man. We got to make him forget all that stuff he had the first game, second, whatever game he had with the 300 something. We got to make him forget about all that today.
Well, the game is about to come on, and we're going to remember I do the halftime show on Instagram. I'm not Instagram, on Facebook. I always go on and do the halftime show on, so I'll give y'all an update on at halftime. But remember to follow us right after the game. Come straight over here because we're going to be doing a post game, okay? So come straight over here. Rather we win, lose, or draw, we would like to see you guys right away. And look, y'all be honest. Y'all say what y'all feelings is. This is
the baddest. We're going to say what we feel.
Yes, we're not going to stop y'all. And I apologize to many people who saw me the other week, and I was very upset.
Nah, you good, brother.
Very upset, and I'm going to mute my mic and let the fans be frustrated and say what the hell they gotta say.
The baddest, that's what it is.
So this is what the bat is all about.
That's
We like to see all you guys come on. So just remember that, you know what I'm saying? Salute, chat.
All right, Drunk.
Yeah, Drunk, man. You make sure you guys and Drunk, come on the panel, Chris. Drunk, Chris. Y'all come on after for the post game. Y'all, we're gonna open up the panel. So y'all come on, you know? Y'all come on and y'all subscribe to each other. Let's support each other, okay? So
Absolutely.
I'll see you guys.
100%.
Yeah.
Hey, who that, y'all?
I'll see y'all guys.
Who that?
Right after, remember, y'all come right over here after the game. I'm not gonna be drunk like I was because I ain't drinking today. So you know it is what it is. But y'all come, I'm gonna be clear-minded.
Oh my goodness, Evan. Nobody said nothing. You did, brother.
Bye.
Later. Who that?